Good morning. Welcome to Lisa Ann Can. I'm Lisa Ann. This is part 2 of my diet and exercise video. I thought I would just get up this morning and do my breakfast routine and share that with you guys. Any of you who are looking for maybe breakfast ideas, I do the same breakfast almost every morning, especially in the induction phase of Atkins, where the grams of carbs are supposed to be below 20 grams a day. What that means is about 5 grams per meal, including a snack. So my favorite, I eat an egg every day. I have for ages and ages. So I don't get tired of that, and I'm glad. But what I do to add my carbs for breakfast is I keep a jar of mushrooms and green onions chopped up so that I can quickly make me an omelet or just a scrambled egg that has about the right amount of carbs for the morning. So I've got a little butter and olive oil in my skillet heating. I like to let that get really hot, but I can go ahead and put about a handful. I'm going to say it's about a 1/4 cup to a 1/3 cup of mushroom and onion. Need my spatula. Give that a stir. So one of the things about a low-carb diet is that it is very high in fat, which is not a bad thing necessarily. But one of the things that I have found out for myself is that now that I'm older, I do have to consider calories a little bit. When I was younger, in my mid-40s and younger, I never had to concern myself with calories while I was doing Atkins. The low carb was plenty to help me just, lose weight. But now that my metabolism is slower, I have to be aware of not consuming so much calories in the form of fat. So just for example, like I put a little bit of butter, maybe a teaspoon, and I put maybe a little bit more than a teaspoon of olive oil. So that's a acceptable amount. This morning I had my cup of coffee when I got up, and I actually measure 2 tablespoons of cream into my coffee. I love heavy whipping cream. It's about 100 calories for 2 tablespoons. I usually use about twice that, and then when I maybe add a little coffee later on in the morning and add a little more cream, so I have to stop doing that. I do have to be mindful of my fat. Also, I'm going to be throwing some cubes of cheese, fatty, but nutritious. So everything is about making a nutritious choice. So for my carbs, the mushroom and onion, they have lots of properties that are very beneficial, and 5 grams of a good carbohydrate is going to nourish your body. Whereas if you compare that to some other choice, what would be an unhealthy choice for breakfast? Cereal. Cereal is a horrid choice for breakfast for you or for your children. High in carbs, usually high in sugar, and it gives you a rush and then it's gone. This fat and this carb and the fiber is going to last throughout the day. At least for me, it needs to last till 12 o'clock noon, which is when I eat lunch. So next week I'll do a short video on a typical lunch that I do that's a low carb and in the induction phase. So I hope you guys are having really good luck out there with your goals for diet and exercise. My mushrooms and onions are tender. Now I could pour these out onto a plate, scramble the egg, beat the egg, pour it in and make an omelet. I'm not interested in doing that. I'm kind of about efficiency. I can just crack my egg right in there with it. Do a little salt and pepper. And give it a stir. ahead and turn my fire off because the pan is going to stay hot. Just scramble that all up together. All right, and I've got my cubed cheese here. I'm just gonna cut it up a little finer. About an ounce, which would be like 2 slices of regular sliced cheese. And by the way, hard, whole, traditional cheeses, not American slices. American slices are filled with all manner of additives and preservatives and things that you don't need. Just eat real cheese. So I'm just going to put my scrambled mixture onto my plate. And besides having coffee early this morning, I will drink a glass of water with my breakfast. I don't drink a lot of water. Actually, what I'll do is I'll take my vitamins, my supplements with my breakfast, and that'll do me, like I said, until noon. So if you have any questions, please drop those below. If you've got any like breakfast suggestions, here's my Janie, Belle, and Storm. Good morning. We slept in today. By the way, I got up, read my Bible, did my exercise, my 7-minute workout that I mentioned last week. And I did forget to link that at first. I did go back in and edit that in there. So if you've got some like 7-minute workouts that you really love and want to share, please share those, because I know I'm going to get bored with this one after a while. Maybe you can try mine and I can try yours. So good luck with your goals, and I'll see you next week, and I'll do a lunch, a low-carb lunch. Thanks for watching.